what I said when I walked in was that potentially I'm a candidate. I will make an announcement in the fullness of time. And someone asked me, when was that going to be? And I said in the fullness of time. But it's great to be here. I thought that it was only fair to be here as a potential candidate because after all it's really good for the Maleny Chamber of Commerce to put on an event like this so that local business people are able to talk to the candidates, and as it's possible I could be a candidate. Well, I'm addicted to these things. I wanted to come and I came, and my wife also is here, and she supports me 100% in whatever decision I come to.
Why live your own decision already in your own mind? You must have just come to a decision already in your own mind.
Well, I mean that's a question you might well ask. I think I've said in the past it's my present intention to nominate, and I'll be making an announcement at the appropriate time.
How would you describe the last 12 months?
Pardon?
How would you describe the last 12 months?
Well, the last 12 months, I think most of you would agree, have not been the easiest 12 months for my wife Inga and me. I've been really appreciative of her support and the support of my family. And it's important to remember, of course, that Mr. Justice Rares in the Federal Court threw out the abusive process case as an abusive process. He threw out the Ashby case as an abusive process, and that was enormously heartening, and I felt vindicated. But still, it's been stressful for my wife and my family and my extended family, my parents, and for my friends.
And in regards to the court case coming up with the cab vouchers, you made a comparison between your case and Tony Abbott's.
Well, all I seek is equivalence of treatment. I believe that I've done nothing wrong, and there is a process where members might have a disagreement with the Department of Finance in relation to spending, and the Minchin protocol is the protocol that was set up when Mr. Minchin had to pay money back, and Tony Abbott had to pay close to $10,000 back. Peter Reith was allowed to pay $50,000 back, and I wonder why they're pursuing me for $964. I think someone tweeted, what's the difference between Peter Slipper and Tony Abbott? And the answer was $8,000.
So have you spoken to anyone about rectifying that outside of court?
Well, I think if you look at the various websites that are there, including the No Fibs website, run by Margot Kingston, all the information that you're interested in will be there. Look, I'm very much aware that this is the David and Goliath effort. We've got the two major parties. Some would say they're like Tweedledum and Tweedledee. I feel I've been, released from the shackles of party membership when I suppose I was stacked out of the LNP. The reality is that in Parliament, as Speaker, I endeavoured to improve standards in the Parliament, to make the Parliament a Parliament that the people of Australia could be proud of. I tried to ensure that we had interactivity and spontaneity, and that the government of the day was held to account by private members. So shall we say, it's a great privilege to serve in the Parliament. Since I ceased to be Speaker, ministers personally have come to me for my vote, because on a number of pieces of legislation my vote was the key vote on whether a piece of legislation would pass or not. I must say that since I became an independent after I was Speaker, I was as busy as I was when I was Speaker without some of the job satisfaction. But having said that, it's been great to be able to play a role in determining whether key pieces of legislation are passed or not.
Is not being a part of the major parties going to affect your electoral chances?
Well, as I said, it's a David and Goliath effort.
People vote for the party, Ben.
But I would say that in our community, more people are now open-minded. Once we used to say it was 40, 40 and 20. I think it's probably now something like 30, 30 and 40, and people make their mind up. And a local newspaper said that 45% of people had not made their mind up in the election as far as fish is concerned.
Nice to know
Have a
you
lovely
bring my
day,
story,
everyone.
Peter. Thank you.
Mr. Slipper.